people can no longer afford quality and comfortable housing in Nsukka right now. Right now in Nsukka, I don't think if there are houses for low-income earners.
I've seen someone that gave a testimony that she went behind to pay the landlord without the agent knowing. A testimony, a house of 600,000, 3-bedroom flat.
Yes. How do you expect students to be paying 250,000, 300,000
That particular landlord that even allows four persons to stay in a room is a good person.
Yes, some landlords will not.
Some of the landlords
that will tell you that when they are 4 and it's just one person that is paying house rent,
yeah,
they are using the toilet and as they are defecating, the toilet is getting
filled up. Yes.
And they are using the water.
Yes, that's
they are destroying his properties. All those things.
Yeah.
People are facing through a lot.
Yeah,
because
I agree.
That's university environment. The least apartment that I've seen self-con without overhead tank is 150,000.
Agents in collaboration with landlords, there are some certain things they do which is inhuman.
A good number of landlords have told their tenants after this year, next year, the house must increase.
Okay.
It's true.
Finally, I have received a letter of increment.
Very bad. It's actually very bad.
Too bad.
We are calling on the landlords to become more humane.
Yes.
Friendly.
And most importantly, we are calling on Enugu State Government to look into
Everybody should go
agents.
back to the
Yes,
village.
we also calling on the
I'm of the opinion agents should be banned.
They can be banned.
Okay, if
They can.
are
We are not.
They are
Our,
heavy.
our system is not digital enough for you to ban agents.
Yes.
Hello, good people. Welcome to BMTV Nsukka, the voice of our heritage. I am Lovett Chidima, and with me are a beautiful lady and 2 handsome young men. By my left is Kinsley, by my right is Madabuchi, and the young lady is Esther. Today we are going to talk about the cost of housing in Nsukka town. You know, housing is very important because with the way things are going in the country, the economy is so bad. People are facing a lot of challenges, a lot of troubles outside there. So you have to have a place where you place your head at night. When you are done with the daily struggles, you retire to your bed and you feel secured and comfortable. Madabuchi, what is the current state of housing in Nsukka town?
Okay, thank you very much. I will start by explaining how important housing is. In principle of needs, housing is one of the shelter.
Yeah.
Is one of the most important things that people need when you talk about clothing and food. But currently, housing has become very expensive for an ordinary man in Nsukka. In fact, nationwide, things are very expensive. But in Nsukka, where we are domiciled, we know that the costs at the rate at which housing and house rent has increased is very much, and in some cases people can no longer afford quality and comfortable housing in Nsukka right now.
Is it general? When you talk about housing, you know, there are single rooms, there are self-cons, there are flats. So is it
anything housing right now is very expensive in Nsukka.
Okay,
Somewhere
limited to some areas in Nsukka town. Maybe let's say areas close to a market or areas close to.
it is not area based.
Okay.
It is
It's
a
not
kind of
general,
it is a general thing right now in Nsukka town, and it's also affecting the neighboring major communities in
that
Igbo
is close
Nsukka,
by.
like Ogrute Enugu, Obolafo, Oba. These major neighboring communities in Igbo Nsukka,
Yeah.
it's affecting those places as well.
So generally, like currently, we can say that the cost of housing is very high.
Yes, actually.
Okay, so which kind of person is it? Someone that has, let's say, the person is in the middle class or the person is in the lower class. Which kind of person can get a comfortable accommodation in Nsukka right now?
Actually, right now in Nsukka, I don't think if there are houses for low-income earners, because even a room, ordinary room with public toilet, a low-income earner cannot comfortably pay for it Before now, you can get ordinary room of 2,500 naira per month.
215.
Okay.
Yes, in Nsukka, but right now it's not possible. Right now, people have to spend as high as 80,000 naira for a single room. Yes, annually.
Okay.
You understand? And it wasn't like this before.
And they will
Is it like
ask
a
to
new
pay for
building
barrister
or-
fee and agent
Is
fee.
it a new building? Like, when you're talking about 80,000, are you talking about just a building that is newly built, or like renovated or dilapidated? Like,
They no longer care about the state of the house.
Yes.
As long as it is a house,
And it's located at Nsukka.
and it is located at Nsukka, anywhere within Nsukka
Even some that are
metropolis.
built with mud houses.
You understand?
how did it get
It's
to
expensive.
That? How did it get to that extent?
Okay, let me tell you, it got to the extent, number one, the state of the nation, and people, people easily take advantage of things.
Yeah.
You understand? Due to the state of the nation, people took advantage of certain things and hiked the prices of houses.
Okay.
You understand? And another thing that contributed to that is lack of unemployment. We have more number of agents in Nsukka today than those who are looking for houses.
Houses, yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
You will be looking for a particular house, and the agents involved in renting maybe a room self-con to
Might
you.
be 2 or 3.
They may be up to 5.
The number.
Okay, I would like our sister to contribute from there. Okay, so like he has mentioned a few, what are the other challenges that residents and even students, because we are housing the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. So what are the challenges that they face at the cost of looking for accommodation, trying to rent an apartment? What are the challenges?
Just like Madam Richie just said, agents is one of the factors that they are facing. Because see someone that has a house rent to pay, but you will not be happy because you are not just looking for the house rent to pay, you are also looking for the money that you will dash somebody that is not the owner of the house.
Don't know anything about the house.
In the name of agent.
Yes, and the landlords are not even helping matters because some of these agents, some of them are not even doing anything for the landlords.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, some are just agents for mouths because I've seen someone that gave a testimony that she went behind to pay the landlord without the agent knowing. A testimony, a house of 600,000, 3-bedroom flat.
Yes.
And you gave a testimony.
Roadside.
Yes.
That's road.
It's a very big
It's a testimony.
Because
Can you imagine 3-bedroom
Yes.
flat, somebody paying 600,000?
in Nsukka here.
And she said that it has been a burden to them. She said it's a burden to them because they have been looking for houses. And anywhere they go, they say agent fee 150,000, 100,000.
Yes.
So this time around, she said the person directed her to the landlord direct.
Yes.
So it happens that the landlord did not even ask for the agent's
agent
money
fee,
or barrister fee.
It means the landlord is a good person. The landlord is a good
She
person.
now came and said it's a testimony because the 100,000 that she's meant to pay, they are now going to use it to buy
buy
another
food.
thing and put for the house that they rented. So it's a very big challenge to people, both the students. Okay, imagine now coming to behind flat, you see 4 students living in one room. There is
Yes.
no longer privacy.
Because around behind
you cannot
flats,
afford a just
students, how do you expect students to be paying
Okay, students
250,
pay-
300,000
That
naira?
particular landlord
house.
that even allows four persons to stay in a room is a good person.
Yes,
Some of
some
them are
landlords
not-
will not.
some of the
agree to
landlords
that.
are not in
Landlords that will
Nsukka.
tell you that when they are 4 and it's just one person that is paying house rent,
Yeah.
they are using the toilet and as they are defecating, the toilet is getting
Filled up, yes.
and they are using the water.
Yes, that's
they are
true.
destroying his properties, all those things.
Yeah.
You find out
People
that
are facing through a lot
Yeah,
because
I agree
that's
with
a university environment. The least apartment that I've seen self-con without overhead tank is 150,000. No kitchen.
wow.
The house that I went to, there is no kitchen, there is no overhead tank. 3-story building, no 4-story building.
Yeah, I
You
know
have to
one.
carry water from downstairs.
There is one along
As in,
Ibagwa Road.
Students are facing
Money
through a lot.
exercise.
Just after Big Junction. Go down a bit. I don't want to mention the house
Yeah,
name.
you don't need to.
It's 4-story building, no overhead tank.
Okay.
You have to climb carry water.
Yes.
A gallon of water. And it's 4-story building. People climb such a thing
That
on
building is not
daily
for the
basis.
Somebody like
There was a time now. It's not good for them to be looking for house on yearly basis because after suffering for 1 year, you have to look for another accommodation. And inside school is not even helping matter. They are not building nice hostels.
Inside school.
Yes, they are not building nice hostels for students to stay. Okay, some hostels, because I was once a student of University of Nigeria Nsukka, they are not helping matters at all. Sometimes in the morning when you want to prepare for lectures, you find that there is no water in the hostels.
Yes,
It's a big challenge. Some of the hostels, when you want to go and take your bath, you see sheets all over the bedroom. So it's another challenge that students are facing. So when you go back home and complain to your parents about what is happening, health is more important than anything. So that's why most of the students are no longer living in the hostels. So I think that the University of Nigeria Nsukka should try as much as they can to develop the hostels there. Some of the hostels have been there for like 50 years, 40 years, and they are not innovated. So
yes, it's also a very big problem to students.
I won't mention about, maybe let me just mention they used to call it Eyoishi. It's meant to be Eyoita. Yes, but students are calling it Eyoishi because of the smell, and it's very close to the VC's office. So I think that the University of Nigeria Nsukka, they should do something.
They should also help the students by innovating their
So the hostel is degrading the school. It's degrading the school to the lowest level. So I think when they do something, it will reduce the high cost of
all these things are actually problem because someone was telling me her story of how she went to a particular house. She said, according to her, the house does not have good friends, and even the building is very bad, the toilet is very bad. But then the man is saying that she has to pay agent fee, she has to pay barrister fee, and then she will exactly for the yard. So you can imagine, plus the house rent. I've forgotten the amount she mentioned, and the building is very bad. So all these things are really problems. Kingsley, what do you think? What do you think can be the solution to all these problems and even the high cost of housing in Nsukka? But because it's becoming so alarming, and if something is not done about it, people will find it difficult to even, let's say they want to relocate and come down to Nsukka. People will not like to come down to a place that housing is very expensive. So
of course, solution. Thank you so much, Robert. To address all these issues, I think that a government have to play a significant role towards establishing some policy and initiative, like affordable housing programs.
Yes,
which the government should establish. Like one of them is a renewed hope for housing projects, which its aim is to provide a quality apartment for all the residents,
even the low income
earners. Both the high, the middle class, or the lower class. Then another one is that the government should also, this one I classify it as a public and private sector partnership.
That is collaboration.
Yes. They work together so that they can be able to, because the reason why governments have to play a very vital role in this particular public and private partnership is before an investor will come to invest in any place, there is three factors he puts into consideration. Number one is accessible road.
Yes, that's very important.
Yes, so that from this particular town you can still connect to another town. From this one you can connect to the other one. Then another one is security. In any place where there is security of lives and property, it will attract an investor to come and invest. You can see what B-Lord is doing in Anambra. Then the third one is electricity. Light. So I think the government should put in place all these things so that it can attract any investor to come to Nsukka and invest in different places.
Building projects.
Building houses. Like there's a place called Agibage in Igwezi, not Enugu.
Yes.
They have enough lands,
very remote,
but they don't have an accessible route.
It's a remote village.
The thing is this. Let me come in.
In essence, what you are trying to say is that since the Nsukka town is becoming crowded,
Yes.
and the buildings are becoming too expensive. The neighboring communities should be developed. Like more buildings should be built, like more houses should be built there, so that people can move from this congested area to that area.
Yes, since there is a quality of life and accessibility.
Nsukka town is congested. Nsukka town is congested, not actually because there are no spaces to build houses.
Okay, but because of
Currently, there is housing deficit in Nsukka town. Quite all right, but not because there are no spaces to build houses. But another major problem we have, that, as he has mentioned, is that even within Nsukka town, access roads is a very big problem.
Yes.
There are no access roads. There are places that when one builds there, you won't be able to drive car into that place. Just immediately the building project is done, once it rains, people won't be able to go there.
And
Of course.
You understand? So even the local government chairman and maybe the local government town planning, whatever, they should devise a means whereby even if you are building a house, you should be able to provide a certain meter space and also construct gutter along your own building.
Very necessary.
So that if the next person is building, the person will also be able to connect to your own gutter.
Yes.
You understand? So that with time, government will be able to maybe tile the road.
Yes.
You understand? There should be proper and adequate planning.
Yes.
Because without those proper and adequate planning, there won't be easy access routes to some of these places. You understand? And another thing that is very, very important is that government should regulate the way agents behave.
Yes.
No, not only agents. That is what we
Even
call
the landlords.
rent.
Even the landlord.
Rent control.
Because do you know now?
Yes.
So many landlords are planning.
Rent control measure. Yes. But
Put in place.
the reason I pointed out agents is that agents in collaboration with landlords, there are some certain things they do which is inhuman.
Exactly.
I've seen a situation whereby somebody wanted to rent a house. Then the house, 3-bedroom flat, it was 250,000 as of then.
Yes.
But no, the landlord was ready to rent the house 180,000. This happened around the Aban.
Yes.
180,000 there. The prospective tenant, the intending tenant, did not finish the payment immediately. What one of the agents did was that he went behind, told the landlord, give back this person the money. I've seen another person willing to pay 250,000 now.
What?
Yes. But to be honest, out of the kindness and maybe the honesty of the landlord, he refused.
Okay.
You understand? This is just one case. There are so many cases. There is no particular percentage that agents collect.
Seriously.
Yes.
They will collect this. They will collect their standard percentage for buying land when they sell or buy land for somebody.
But when it comes
to renting, they will just mention any price that comes to their mind.
Yes.
You will see some. How will I saw a shop? Somebody wants to rent a shop. That shop is still open. In fact, they are still building the shop. Rent.
Uncomplicated.
Wait now. Rent 300,000.
Okay.
Now, barrister, caution, or is it landlord or agent? All of them 500,000. That is 800,000. What is the 500,000 doing inside?
Exactly.
I just want to understand the role of that particular 500,000 inside the 800,000.
So
why would
all
those expenses be more than the actual rent fee?
It's because there's nobody regulating it.
That is it, and government has to come
The
in.
landlord will just sleep and wake up and just
decide to do what.
And January is coming
In
now.
fact, I've seen
By
a situation
January,
whereby
This kind of case, you don't blame
agents will
landlord.
go to the landlord and tell them increase your rent.
Exactly.
Yes, but
It's just like buying land. How
do
did
you
land
know
become
why
too expensive in
Do you know
Nsukka?
why I'm blaming
It's as a result of
Because you
agents.
are the one that built your house.
Agent.
Yes.
Somebody should not corrupt your mind. As in, it's like the landlord that have sold their conscience.
It's money.
Because
You know,
you
what
see a
money
landlord,
is
okay,
involved?
now People are going
Anything can
home.
happen.
People are going home for Xmas.
Yes.
On coming back by January, you will see that your landlord have added 100,000.
Yes.
They
They
don't
did not
when they
change
want to
anything in the house.
add money, they don't look at the percentage.
That is the normal thing they are doing now. Every
You
year
will
they
see
keep
a
on
landlord
adding
add
money.
80%
adding
of
money.
70, 80, sometimes 90% of
But
the
is
rent.
there a union guiding landlords?
There is no union.
I don't see
There is no
landlord union.
So any
I have
landlord
not
can
seen.
decide to
I've not
put
heard.
They used to. They are as in they are just
Whatever
giving
you
them
like,
the
you
ones.
put.
Yes.
In fact, and once Mr. A places
add
a
money.
particular amount,
Yes.
the next person will say his house is no more standard than my own.
Yes.
He will then add more than what is.
And when you come, the
People
person
who
will
are
refer
here
you
to
to go to
renovate,
that
and
particular
then
compound. and
Some
ask
do
how
not
much they are
even
paying.
renovate; they will just increase.
They don't renovate anything.
So
It's just
Some
a number.
only few, not you know,
And once
only
they
few of
renovate,
them.
they
My
will still
experience,
add
only
money.
few
They will
renovate.
still
They will
add money.
add up to 25%
Yes.
in addition.
how I
And
wish
when
they
you
would
check
I wish
what
they
I've
would
seen,
renovate and
the
then
person added
allow
80%.
tenants to enjoy what like you've been
Even if it's
suffering.
1 year.
Yes, take for instance
Just
you've
give
been
them 1
suffering
year.
and then you see a good thing. Are you not supposed to enjoy it first before you start paying again?
See, let me tell you now, a good number of landlords have told their tenants after this year, next year, the house must increase.
Okay.
Increase.
It's
So,
true.
so I think we should
Personally, I have received a letter of increment.
by January.
You understand? I have received a letter of increment.
Okay.
You
Why
understand?
is it so? It's
So, and I've also
It's a
seen
normal
people
thing
that
in
received
Nsukka now.
letters of
They are just
increment.
making money from individuals now.
okay, so this attitude is very bad. It's actually
Too
very
bad. Too
We
bad.
are calling on the landlords to become at least more humane.
Yes.
Friendly.
And most
we are all
importantly, we
human
are
beings.
calling
We are
on
all
Enugu
human
State
beings.
Government
We are all
to
human
look
beings.
into
If everybody should go
agents.
back to the village,
Yes, we are also calling on the
how are they
What-
going to go?
I'm of your opinion, agents should be banned.
They can be banned.
Okay, if
They can.
They are
We are
heavy.
not.
They are
Our
heavy.
our system is not digital enough for you to ban agents.
Yes.
They play their own role, which is
Yes,
very
but
significant
they are
and very
charging too much.
vital.
How said-
But the thing is that the major problem we have is that
money from people.
we have too many unregistered agents. In fact, we don't have unregistered
Exactly.
agents.
So there should be police.
So,
So because
And there should be
because
a
there are
union.
they are not registered agents, they are not regulated.
Yes.
Of course.
I don't know the body in charge of regulating agents in Enugu State, for example,
Such a
or
body
in
should be created.
there should be.
Yes.
You understand?
Do you people know that
The-
some agents, before they find a house for you, you will drop maybe 20,000.
They call it mobilization fee.
Yes. Whether they find a
you
house or not, you
cannot
must drop
that
that.
fee. Yes.
This one is
They call it mobilization or inspection
something
fee.
else.
Some call it mobilization, some call it
So
inspection
at the
fee.
end,
You
after
must
the
pay.
inspection and you are not
If you don't like the
the
house,
money goes.
that is
It's not their
it.
business.
We have paid because you have
It's not their
paid.
business.
So I am thinking that we need to organize what we call research and development, so that we can be able to know any other problem that can occur in the future, so that we start now to address all these issues.
Problems like
This increasement in rent.
okay,
it's
like
very
the
high.
yearly increment.
Yes.
Yeah.
The thing is, to me, what I believe is that if there is a standard regulation, landlords will be told, if a tenant moves into your house, you don't increase the rent maybe maybe
year,
after
10 years
no
or 5 years.
at least 3 to 5 years.
Yes.
You understand? 10 years, the landlord might have done certain renovations. 10 years is too long to me. 10 years is too long.
For a new
There should be, the problem we have is that we don't have an organized society.
Okay.
But
so
do you know the one that's
the whole
awful?
thing is that we need but there is body now, land and housing agency, Abi. How is it called?
They are not doing their
Okay,
work.
they are not.
The
Okay, they are
question
not
is,
doing their
are they doing their work?
Yes.
They are not doing it.
Therefore,
Because if they are
they
doing it, I think all
Yes.
these things could have
We are
been
calling on the
controlled
government
right now.
to make sure that these people are working. And again, all these landlords, all these agents, if at all agents should exist, they should have a union
Yes.
whereby they have rules and
They
regulations
should
guiding
really
them,
Yes.
and they have leaders.
And there should be specific percentage of what
Exactly.
somebody is supposed to be
even
paid.
talking about
And not
barristers.
normally in
That
Nigerian
one-
constitution,
that one even necessary.
there is a
Some
percentage.
barristers that you will not
I
see.
went
But
to
they
want
go
to pay a
beyond
barrister,
that.
and he's the owner of the house.
It's very
Invisible
bad.
Yeah.
But like I said, you know the one that is very bad. The one landlord they call Mayandiyad. two carton of small stouts.
At the end, the young people
At the
are
end,
not-
the money you go to.
Wait, if actually they will bring the drinks for the tenants,
They are not sharing it to the tenants.
The new tenant that packed in is okay.
They
But
are
the
not sharing
painful aspect of
Must it be drink? Must it be
Small
or small stuff?
No,
Do you know how
it depends on the compound that you entered. There are some.
I'm telling you, one man like
The thing is this. The thing is
It's
this.
easy to do money.
The thing is this. If you must welcome a tenant, the landlord should be magnanimous enough
Yes.
to welcome the tenant by bringing buying the
On
drink
his own,
from
himself.
the
Yes,
money.
the money.
The
The
tenant
he or
paid
she
money.
paid.
He's not moving in free of
Exactly,
charge.
exactly. So,
You understand? If you don't want to be magnanimous, don't incur more expenses for somebody. Anybody you see looking for houses.
Yes.
That person is desperate,
Yes.
and that person is in need,
It's
and
true.
that person may not have that money.
enough to cater for.
Yes.
Maybe the
For
person has
instance,
budgeted the money
right now a lot
that
of people are relocating from different parts of Nigeria to
It's
Nsukka.
true.
Yes.
Some of them were kind of stranded where they are living.
It's true.
You understand? If such a person moves in, agent, mania yard, and the rest, the person will be spending more than 200,000, 300,000 on all these things. Do you think the person will continue? People will continue to move in?
For
Exactly what I'm saying.
And you know,
You
by
understand?
January, a good
Discourage
number of
these
people
people
will
that are
be
supposed
packing
to
in.
come.
Yes,
In fact,
the way Nigeria is, our people are kind of trying to look for the best places, especially in Igbo land,
Yes.
to move in.
Yes.
Yes.
Leave.
You understand? And due to the location of Nsukka, a lot of people
the
are moving in.
hospitality nature of Nsukka.
Yes,
So,
a lot of people are moving in. And when somebody wants to move in, house rent, you will be telling them, there are houses in Nsukka, 3-bedroom flat, 1.5 million naira.
true.
Why?
It's true.
Now, take for instance.
Yes,
you
I know,
want-
at least I know about
you
3
want
houses.
Place, you want a place you can.
And
live.
it's not furnished
And you also
for
want
the
a
tenant.
shop where you can be doing your business.
Yes.
So if you're looking for 2 apartments, how
You are looking for
2.5
house for a living
Yes.
and shop.
Shop.
You understand? One shop that came out the other side around beach,
Yes,
they
it's like
placed
we are-
a shop 1.2
It's
million
like we are
naira.
forgetting about
and you
the
must
shop
pay
issue
2
because
years.
that one is
2
becoming a
years.
serious
Yes.
issue.
That is 2.4.
Yes. With the agent is not included.
Hey, wait.
Barrister fee is not
Of course, that one
included.
is still going to be.
Caution is not included.
With the Nigerian
Mania.
constitution rules.
Mania is not included. Mobilization or inspection fee is not included.
No, the caution fee of a thing. What's the essence of it?
Not
Well,
in case of
they are
damage.
just extorting money from
And
tenants.
when you are moving out and they inspect your apartment and there was no damage, nobody will give you back the money.
And currently, people are
Okay.
Caution fee is in case you damage something.
Yes.
If
They
it's
will
not
use it
damaged
for the
anything,
repair.
The money has gone.
The money has gone. If you not damage anything, you damage
you will still be
something.
the one to repay it. That's the most painful aspect.
That is
of
it.
If you meet a damage something,
You'll be the one to repay it.
Yes.
If
You will
not,
use
you
your
will
money,
stay here.
yes.
Yes.
Okay, so all these things are really issues, and we need all these things to come to an end so that people can joyfully come into Nsukka and get apartments, start doing their business, and be happy. Everybody will be happy. So landlords, please be more human, have conscience, because all of us are human beings.
Yes.
You don't know where it will do you tomorrow.
When your children go to school.
Exactly. And government, please, government, we really need the government to come into this, because without the help of government, things will keep on escalating and becoming worse. So the government needs to bring out policies that will help to curtail all these issues, so that even though the landlords may not have union, but they know that this is the rule guiding, that the government has said, if you do this, you are going to face these consequences. They will now know how to, become, they will stop all this extortion, because I see it as extortion. Even the agents, even caution fee, barrister fee, all these things might not be really necessary if the landlord knows what he's doing as the owner of the house. Thank you so much, viewers. We would like you to also make your contributions. Make sure you comment on our YouTube channel and share to your friends, so that they'll be able to also make their own contribution, because everybody needs to talk about this. Go to our Facebook page, comment, and also share to your other friends, so that they'll be able to see what we are doing. Thank you. We remain BMTV, the voice of our heritage. Bye bye.